In this video, we're going to break down how the rich use debt to get richer, the difference between good debt and bad debt, and how understanding this strategy could completely change the way you think about money. Are you ready? Let's get to it.
All right, let's jump right in. We're going to tackle a topic that sounds, well, completely backwards at first. The idea that debt, the one thing we're all told to run away from, can actually be a super powerful tool for building wealth. It's wild, but it all boils down to one simple thing: how you use it. I mean, we've all heard it a million times, right? Don't get a loan. Don't touch that credit card limit. Debt is for emergencies only. And look, it's good advice. It's meant to keep us safe. But here's the thing that makes you go, if debt is so terrible, why do the wealthiest people seem to use it all the time to get even richer? It's a total paradox. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack today. So yeah, let's call this first part the debt paradox. It's this crazy split personality that debt seems to have. And here's the absolute key to understanding this whole thing. Debt itself, it's not good or bad. It's just a tool. The real question, the one that changes everything, is what are you using it for? Are you buying stuff? Or are you buying things that make you money? And that leads us straight to this super important idea: the massive difference between good debt and bad debt. Okay, check this out, because it's actually pretty simple when you break it down. Bad debt is when you borrow to buy liabilities. Think of liabilities as things that just suck money out of your wallet. But good debt, that's for buying assets, things that actually put money in your pocket or are likely to be worth more later on. So bad debt, what does that look like in the real world? It's usually for stuff that's fun right now, but starts losing value the second you buy it. That new car smell, that's the smell of depreciation. The shiny new phone, the fancy clothes, they're all things that leave you with a monthly payment, but the item itself is worth less and less. Now, flip that around. Good debt is totally strategic. It's about playing the long game. We're talking about a mortgage on a rental property where your tenant's rent covers the payment, or maybe a loan to start a business that has the potential to make way more than you're paying in interest. You see the difference? It's debt that's on your team, working for you. So, how exactly does this good debt work its magic? The secret sauce, the thing that really kicks it into high gear, is a concept called leverage. And trust me, this is where things get really, really interesting. So, what in the world is leverage? In the simplest terms, it's using someone else's money. Let's be real, it's usually the banks, to control something much, much bigger than you could afford on your own. It's like having a superpower that multiplies your financial strength. Let's make this real with a quick example. Okay, imagine you've got 20 grand in cash. You could go out and buy something for 20 grand. End of story. Or you could use that same 20 grand as a down payment, get a loan for 80,000, and bam, you are now in control of a $100,000 asset. And this is where the light bulb really goes off. Because it's not just about controlling a bigger thing. It's about what happens next. Get this. This is the amplification effect. If that $100,000 asset goes up in value by just 10%, that's a $10,000 gain, right? But wait a minute. You only put in $20,000 of your own money, so you just made a 50% return on your cash. 50%! That's the power of leverage. It's like rocket fuel for your returns. Okay, but hold on. This is super important. We have to do a reality check here. Leverage is amazing, but it's not a magic trick. It's a double-edged sword, and you absolutely have to understand the risk involved. Because that whole amplification thing, it works in reverse, too. If that same $100,000 asset drops 10% in value, you've just lost 10 grand. And remember, you only put in 20,000. That's a 50% loss on your own cash. Ouch. It can wipe you out just as fast. And that is exactly why smart investors aren't just out there borrowing money like crazy. No way. They are obsessed with managing that risk. They do a ton of research, they have a plan for the long haul, we're talking years, not weeks, and they are disciplined. It's all about being calculated and strategic, not just crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. So, when you put it all together, what are we really talking about? It all comes down to a complete mindset shift, a totally different way of looking at debt. Look, the big lesson here isn't debt is great, go get a loan. Not at all. It's that you need to start seeing all money, yours and borrowed money, as a tool in your toolbox. And just like a power saw, in the right hands, it can build something amazing. In the wrong hands,
well, it can make a big mess.
So it's not really about being scared of borrowing, it's about being smart about it. The real game is learning to tell the difference between productive debt, the kind that builds your wealth, and destructive debt, the kind that just digs you into a hole.
So I'll just leave you with this one final question to chew on. What if the real risk in our financial lives isn't debt itself, but just not understanding how to use it to our advantage?